Hi everybody, this is the first C++ tutorial, and I'm gonna try to make this tutorial under 10 minutes. So let's start. First we're gonna need to download a compiler. Dev C++ is an old compiler, but it's very useful and it's just basic. Maybe later on you'll start using Visual C++. Well, I already have it, so I'm just gonna run out. It should run off like this. You would make a new project, but I have an error where I can't make projects, so I'm just going to make a new source file. This is your source file button. Now let's start. In C++ there's something called libraries. Library is a collection of words that do something, like move, copy, in, out, stuff like that. Well, we're using the basic library, which is IOStream. That includes cout and cin, which is our input and output functions. And we're also going to be using a library called conio.page, which is for our get character and get string. Well, we're only going to be using get character this time, but still. It's just a clean way to finish the program. And that's how you include a library, just to hash include. Down here we're going to have our using namespace. This just stops us from putting like std colon in front of everything. It makes the code a lot cleaner. std. There you go. And then here we're gonna have our function int main, and here is gonna be our parameters. We're not gonna need to worry about it today. We're just gonna put void. But here you may have stuff you want to pass on to other functions, or may have stuff you want to get from other functions. But as we don't have anything, we're going to put void, and void just cleans it up a little bit. So here, in between these two brackets, are going to be everything that we have in the program. Okay? So we're going to have here cout. Cout is like system out.line in Java, or anything that puts a string out. It's a string method. So cout, and we have, it's important those brackets go that way. The other way is cin. So make sure they go that way. And then we're gonna write hello world. There we go. End L is end line, and that's just to go a line down, like BR in HTML. So now we've got that. We have a very simple program, the beginning program for everything. And now we have to end the function. So what we're going to do is, I'm not going to use return 0 because it kind of fucks it up. So we're just going to use get. There you go. We're looking, the system is going to look at a character that is anything, and once it gets a character, it's going to continue, but there's nothing to continue to, so it will end the program. And this should work. Let's name it hello. Haha. I always do this. I misspelled IOC. There you go. There you go. Now we have a simple program. By the way, down here in the compiler log, here is where you're gonna get your error messages. They'll just say what it is, and they'll highlight it in red. It's very useful. Here's your first program. Okay, guys. I will be continuing doing these tutorials. I will do tutorials on data types, variables, if and while, and do while, and loops, and for, and everything that you would want. And maybe even later I'll do some tutorials on OpenGL or DirectX. So stick around. I know a lot.